Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very warm welcome to you. May I please request all our distinguished guests to kindly rise for the Indian National Anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. May I please request you all to kindly take your seats? Shall we begin the show? Hey, I need your permission to officially begin the show. Shall we begin the show? Yeah, come on, give me something. Hi, good evening, everyone. How are you? So I don't know if this jaga is taken, but if it isn't, then please feel free to take the seats forward. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Very handsome, every one of you. Very nice. Do you want to occupy the front seats as well? Please feel free to do that. Let's do that. No, we don't do that. We have that for presenters. Okay. This hyperventilating lady. I like her. See, this is why we are celebrating gadgets, because they tell you a lot about your heart, your soul, your aura, I don't know whatever else there is. Are you doing all right today? Can I tell you a secret? I've been told y'all are boring. Is that right? Because if you aren't, then you have to interact with me and be cool and everything. Are you ready to be cool today? Are you? Only sir's whispering. Everyone else is looking at me with contempt. They're like, ab kya bolegi ye? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very warm welcome to each one of you. This is a televised show, so for most of the show, I'm going to stay scripted. For the unscripted part, don't worry, it won't make it to the edit. Are you all right? Are you excited to see each other? Do you know each other in this room? Have you all met each other before? It's the industry stalwarts. There's a word for you all. It's called veterans. How old do you all feel? Yeah? मतलब एक badge देना बाकी है आप लोगों को. हम लोग इतने साल से technology बेच रहे हैं भाई. All good? Happy? I cannot start this evening until I don't see a full-blown smile on your faces. It's very hard for me to continue. So can I see all your teeth, please? Yeah, arre, so nice. Everyone, smiling teeth? Nice? Nice? Everyone, happy? All right. May I please request you all to kindly take your seats. Another gentle request, if your mobile phones are not on silent, I urge you to do so right now, just for the rest of the evening, the duration of this event. Excellent. मैंने कहा साइलेंट पे रखो तो आप तो बात ही कर रहे हो. कर लो आराम से, हम तो वेट ही कर लेंगे, हमारा क्या है. All good? All right. Hello, namaste, sat sri akal, adab everyone. Welcome to the third edition of Times of India Gadgets Now Awards 2022, powered by Airtel 5G Plus. Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor to be here again with you. The reason why I say again is because the last year we connected via our screens. I was sitting in my house, really, really far away from you, but I could feel the energy. I could feel the energy of celebration. And well, when it went so well last time, we said we're going to do this, but we're going to be bigger, we're going to be stronger, and we're going to be really resilient, just like each one of you, and come back and celebrate our gadgets because they are a part of our life now, aren't they? Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin this evening, I would like to thank our sponsors, Airtel 5G Plus, AMD Ryzen, Norton, Crucial by Micron, Live Pure Smart, One Assist, and Techno for supporting us. Once again, my name is Kubra Seth, and I am here amongst you all to announce the most prestigious Indian Gadgets Awards of the year. Look at you guys. It's an honor for me to be standing here amongst so many veterans, as I said, from the technology industry, and also share this stage with you. I'm overwhelmed with elation as we acknowledge the most talented pool of the industry and decide here tonight who is the real game changer. So guys, are you ready for this big show to hit the road? Are you? Yeah, you look very excited, yeah. Thank you. Your energy is just like, whew, so hot. Okay, so I'm going to ask you again. Are you guys ready for this big show to hit the roads tonight? Ah, nice. Honestly, I feel that each one of you in this room has been so resilient, because no matter what the curveballs were thrown in our direction, we actually stood tall amidst all the crisis. I mean, it is quite unnerving to think that we actually survived a 3-year-long pandemic without sweeping away our economy. Thanks to technology, it not only saved us during the tough times, but also brought us together so that we could laugh, cry, share joy, pain, knowledge, inspiration, education, awareness, and so much more. The gadgets that we use in our day-to-day lives are so much more than just a medium of entertainment. They have helped us maintain our sanity. They've helped us remain positive, informed, and connected during the challenging times. Despite physical isolation, we actually felt a lot safe in our minds, and we rarely ever felt alone because we had our gadgets with us. You could be here, your family could be in another end of the planet, and you still stayed connected with people you love, with people you chose not to love anymore. When you wanted to go from point A to point B, have your groceries delivered, have your education delivered, everything was available to you where you chose to be. The role of these gadgets have played in our lives have been immense. And ladies and gentlemen, the recent past is certainly not ordinary. In fact, if anything, it stands as a testimony. Times of India Gadgets Now Awards, as we all know, is an effort to celebrate the best gadgets being released here in India. Gadgets that are reshaping our lives, changing the way we work, communicate, and have fun. These awards aim to honor the devices that have truly added value to our lives and the genius minds behind them. So, ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, I would now like to invite on stage Mr. Sumit Gulati, Executive Editor, Times of India Online, to open the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, with a huge round of applause, please welcome Mr. Gulati.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed members of the tech community, welcome to the 3rd edition of the Times of India Gadgets Now Awards. First and foremost, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guests who have joined us tonight as we honor and celebrate the best of the gadgets in the year gone by. At a time when technology is omnipresent and plays a crucial role in almost every walk of life, it is important to reflect on the vital role gadgets play. Gadgets have become an integral part of our daily lives, making it easier for us to connect with one another and the world around us. From smartphones to smart homes, from virtual assistants to self-driving cars, gadgets have revolutionized the way we live, work, and play. However, with great innovation comes great responsibility. As the tech industry continues to grow and evolve, it is important for us to ensure that the technology we create is ethical, sustainable, and equitable. We must work towards creating technology that benefits not just a select few, but society as a whole. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the members of the jury who have put in a great deal of time and effort to select the winners of tonight's awards. Your expertise and dedication have made it possible for us to recognize the best of the best in the tech industry. Our popular choice of awards shows the enthusiasm and vigor of our readers in recognizing the best gadgets. Tonight, we celebrate the tech industry's finest and their contribution to the world of gadgets. We honor their vision, hard work, and dedication to creating technology that makes a positive impact on the world. I once again welcome and thank each one of you as we celebrate the achievements of the tech industry and look forward to a future filled with even more innovation and progress. Thank you and have a great evening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gulati. Could we have a huge round of applause for sir, please? A very warm welcome to you, ma'am and sir. Mr. Gulati, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you on stage with us. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, we have with us some distinguished players from the industry who are here to exchange their thoughts and wisdom on the upcoming trends in the tech world. We all know about how artificial intelligence is the headliner of every coffee corridor chat. Everyone's like, oh, how can I use chat GP? Chat GT? Yeah? So for someone like me who's terrible at technology and at math, I take an excused break. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been incredible because today, right here, we are going to be speaking about how technology has rapidly progressed over the last decade. From Siri to self-driving cars, from Netflix to Google Maps, AI has literally become a very crucial part and parcel of our everyday life. While it appears to be the backbone of technological progress at present, it can also prove to be a threat to humanity in the future, is what most of us are now almost bound to think and predict. So, why don't we all pull our socks up and get prepared for a journey right here on this stage where we shall have an insightful exchange of ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a panel discussion on AI Chat GPT and the new era of machine intelligence. Is it a threat or is it an actual opportunity that we are missing to see? And for this, I would like to invite upon stage the esteemed panelists. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with a huge round of applause, Mr. Ritesh Chopra, Director Sales and Field Marketing, India and SAARC countries, Norton. Mr. Rakshit Tandon, Cybersecurity Specialist, Norton. Mr. Pankaj Mohindru, Chairman ICEA. Mr. Anku Jain, Managing Director, Media Tech. And Mr. Pankaj Doval, National Editor, Times of India, who will chair the panel for this discussion. Can we have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? So, before you take over this wonderful panel, I have to tell you that I really did try using Chat GPT to write a Valentine's letter, and I failed. Now it's over to you, sir.
No, I think you touched upon a very important thing. It's more about how you use the keywords. But thankfully, Kupra called us distinguished and esteemed and not veterans. Because nobody wants to be seen as a veteran and very close to retirement. So it's not like that. We are very young, huh? And we are still learning the ropes. So, but thanks for the energy, Kubra. And yes, we are going to discuss a very, very important topic, which is AI, Chat GPT, and the new era of machine intelligence. Do we see it as a threat or do we see it as an opportunity? Because wherever you go now, people have moved beyond Google, and now the whole talk of the town is Chat GPT. And before we get into the discussion, I just wanted to show you how accurate or how good can Chat GPT be. Because I thought that what better way to talk about the topic than then having the introduction being written by ChatGPT. So I actually put this, our topic of discussion in ChatGPT, and I asked for an intro. It's a little long, 250 words intro, but let me just read what ChatGPT wrote. It wrote this in 15 seconds. Honestly, I would have taken 15 minutes, maybe 20, 25 minutes to write this. So let me just do the introduction and then we get into the discussion. And this has been written, to be my confession, this has been written by ChatGPT, by the AI machine, not by me. So good evening everyone and welcome to a panel discussion on the topic AI, ChatGPT and the new era of machine intelligence. Is it a threat or an opportunity? Artificial intelligence or AI has become an increasingly popular topic in recent years. AI systems like ChatGPT have the ability to analyze vast amounts of data, learn from it, and make predictions or decisions based on that information. Some people view AI as a threat to society, while others see it as a tremendous opportunity. On one hand, AI technology can bring many benefits to society, including increased efficiency, improved accuracy, and reduced costs. For example, AI can help doctors diagnose diseases more accurately or help businesses predict customer behavior to improve marketing strategies. However, there are also concerns about potential negative impacts of AI, such as loss of jobs due to automation and the risk of biased decision making if algos are trained on biased data. Additionally, there are concerns about the use of AI for malicious purposes, such as creating deepfake videos or autonomous weapons. ChatGPT, as a large language model trained by OpenAI, has also been the subject of some controversy. While it has shown remarkable abilities in generating human-like responses or text-based prompts, some worry about the potential misuse of such technology are already there. So, is AI a threat or an opportunity? Our panelists tonight come from a variety of backgrounds and will explore this question from different perspectives. We hope to have a lively and informative discussion, and we welcome questions and comments from the audience. This has been written in 15 seconds by ChatGPT, not by me.
I think it has covered everything. There's nothing left to discuss.
So I don't know how long, for how many months or years can we hold panel discussion through a moderator. I think ChatGPT can do a better job. But coming to the topic, welcome all, and let's discuss and try and see what we can make out of it. So if I come to Mr. Ritesh Chopra, Norton obviously is a company which has been working in the field of cybersecurity. This is a kind of a different question, unrelated to the cybersecurity era. But how do you see this whole concept about, ChatGPT and machine intelligence?
Thank you for having me here. I think the AI and machine learning has been there for a few years. So it's not new. It's just that now in the form of ChatGPT, when OpenAI has developed a large language-based textual, and it's been readily available for everybody to utilize, whether write a Valentine's letter or a moderator's introduction, it's become the talk of the town. I think the verdict, whether it's a benefit or a risk, will eventually depend upon how we utilize it, how do we understand it, and how do we make use of it at the end of the day as companies, as individuals. The next 10 years, the decade, is where we believe that this whole automation, AI, and the ChatGPT thing are very critical and evolve. And that's really where we see it.
But Rakshit, like we were saying, that can this be an opportunity or a threat? And you are a cybersecurity specialist. How do you see this when machines are getting smarter and smarter? I don't know what's the future of our generations. Gradually machines will take over. Do you think it is also a threat from the cybersecurity perspective?
So yes, initially when it started, it was. I think a lot of moderation has been added to ChatGPT. Namaste and good evening, all of you. Thank you for having me here times. But I can call myself as a victim, because if you are seeing me right now, I'm a ghost sitting here. Because as per ChatGPT, I'm dead. And it was told to be one of my interns who said, "You just wrote who is Rakshit Tandon." He gave a complete introduction. He was a cybersecurity expert, evangelist. He has done a lot in this field. And unfortunately, he died by a heart attack on 20th March 2020. So, and then when I did it myself, again the date changed. It went to July. And then I asked, I contradicted. I said, no, he is alive. Well, he said, I'm sorry, I'm an AI model. I only work on data which I have collected from 2021 or something. Then show me the data sources. Then he showed me 2 links of popular media websites which have mistakenly typed Rakshit Tandon, cyber expert. And the 2 media names, when I checked the URLs were not working, but they might have. One of a very close dear friend who is again a very, very popular figure in the field, he passed away due to an heart attack. And I think media is very fast in typing online. So they might have typed. So the URL was still there. The content was not there. They might have corrected it later on. But the URL crawler was there. And that was crawled by the data set and still date. If you have ChatGPT right now on your laptops, please check. And I'm a ghost talking to you. And so that is, I think, the threat level which is coming up.
Was there an error in the story, or
No,
were you part of the people who were giving reaction?
Nothing happened to me. I'm very fine.
No. I mean to say, was your name mentioned as part of a reaction to the?
So it was, yes. I might see that the person who expired due to a heart attack is a very, very famous cyber expert, law expert.
Right.
And I had given my condolences, and I was talking about his work.
Correct.
So that keyword and meta tag might have just collided somewhere, and that is how this is what is happening.
I'm very happy. We are safe, huh?
Second point on threat is that initially when it started, a lot of hackers started writing malicious code to ChatGPT.
Yes.
Now, thankfully, they have put a moderation, but then again, we know, we guys are hackers, so we know how to fool him. So if I write how to hack WhatsApp, it will give me a red lecture on hacking and it will say it is illegal. This is happening recently now, but previously it was actually telling you. But now if I say, I want to write an essay on how to bypass, rather than using the word hack, right, bypass, or put a SQL injection, it will give me the code. Now this is the threat level where we are talking on, and so if I look at AI, no doubt efficiency has increased. For my work itself, I work with the law enforcement agencies. I've been appointed by CID, Haryana Police, as a consultant for last 2 years, and I've been working on cyber intelligence only. So I would say ChatGPT helps me a lot in my work as well, in terms of efficiency. But then I have to put my human reasoning to it, to present it. I'm not totally dependent on that. But yes, moderation, human-centric perspective has to be added to, and the moderation of algorithms, the person. If you're not adding that human-centric perspective to your tech, the people who are behind the algorithms, then this AI can become a Thanos, I would say.
Yeah. It can be dangerous also. You're absolutely right. And the kind of utter confusion it can create in a world which is so charged up by social media posts. So any wrong post.
If the algorithm is biased.
Yes.
So I hope you must have heard in the news as well, some of our very prominent personalities were named as controversial. So, but when my children, I'm looking at the children angle because I do a lot of cyber safety workshop and cyber hygiene workshop with young kids across the nation. I have connected with more than 5.6 million kids now. Yeah. And when I talk to them, and I'm looking at them as total serious digital citizens now. Yeah. We people are still data migrants. We like talking physically. But if you talk to me, my young kids, they would be more on Snapchat and Instagram and Discord rather than coming in a physical form. And now they are entering into metaverse. So for them, digital hygiene and cyber hygiene is important. So that day I was in an international school and the kids were doing all their homework through ChatGPT.
Oh God.
So मुझे 10 साल में Google ने phone book याद करना सिखा दिया, भुला दिया मुझे. I don't remember numbers. I have to save my wife in my hot list number now, wife number. So I think this ChatGPT is also going to hamper some of my creativity as well.
I think you've said a very dangerous thing. I hope your wife is not listening to this.
I don't know. She doesn't look so.
Better, you should know her number before you reach home.
That's true because the more dependency on these things, I think that is one only issue with the young ones, and that is where we think there should be some moderation, or I would say some policies now. EU has already started talking about putting policies in place, but I don't want any country-biased policies to come in AI. It should be a collaborative effort to have some regulations to the tools.
I think we are yet to react to those algo bias also, which can become a very dangerous thing going forward. Yep. Coming to Anku, a lot of the people sitting in this hall, their devices are powered by your chips. Do things change, in a big way once we talk about, this machines getting smarter and smarter, and would we require more chips? Would they become more expensive? How do you see this whole?
Okay, so before that, let me just add a bit on ChatGPT
Yeah, and please
itself.
feel
Yeah.
free to speak
Right.
beyond what your.
So I think, first of all, ChatGPT is totally mind-blowing. I used it last month, and of course, it has a lot of perils and so on that we discussed. So I gave it a puzzle in English, and it was able to write a very accurate Python code, which compiled and worked, and that was totally mind-blowing because you're writing it in English, just explaining it in English, and then it just does wonders there. But of course, there are a lot of perils to it, as you mentioned already. And as an example, if you see the news of, there's some, it is giving answers which are partisan. In the U.S., it is, it is maybe it's pro-Democrats and anti-Republican or some or other way around. So it can actually create a narrative because the data which it's basing it on is the data which it gets, and if that data is biased, then that can create a narrative which is biased. So, and it can create actually a narrative which is going to influence a lot of people who are reading that information. So that is a very big danger, apart from, the cybersecurity, etc. I think the narrative it creates, that can be a danger. But of course, it's a phenomenal tool. And, I have also used it for, let's say, I just need a simple help in Excel, VLOOKUP or something. It just creates a very accurate, enunciation of that. I asked it, give me a recipe of fusion food of Indian and US food, and it gave a brilliant fusion, And I don't think it is available anywhere. It's able to generate, it's also generative AI, so it is able to generate all that. So it's a new thing which has come up, and it's a beast we have to understand, right?
Yeah.
But it is very phenomenal for sure. And I think coming to your question, so I represent MediaTek, which is a chip design company, and definitely this point of view about ChatGPT, etc., is also going to shape the way our chipsets are designed.
Yeah.
So, for example, right now we have there's a three components in the chip, which is the CPU, the GPU, and the AI processing unit, which is the APU. So the APU is geared up towards having efficient AI inference and model creation. So that is for AI, but I think maybe ChatGPT has some more stuff which we have to understand. But definitely this is very something we have to understand and see how the chip evolution happens. But it is something which is, it's a kind of a different variation of AI, right? It's actually AI. It's LLP, and so I think that basic ingredients will work fine, but we can still see how
Still a
how
work
it
in
evolves.
progress.
Right.
And last but not the least in any way, I'm coming to my namesake Pankaj, who's the champion. We call him the champion of smartphones. I think going forward, he'll be the champion of intelligent phones. Because the way intelligence is coming into these devices, no longer would we refer to them as smartphones, but highly intelligent phones. What do you have to say on this, Pankaj?
No, I think what Kubra said, either she doesn't know how to use Chat GPT, because the Valentine letter will come out very, very fine. In fact, I tested it.
For Valentine?
No, I said, write a love letter from an 80-year-old man to his wife. Okay, which was a very tough one, because Valentine is a simple one. And a beautiful letter had come out.
I hope there was no obituary like in his case.
No, absolutely not. So I think from the what AI is doing, what machine learning is doing, is that it's changing the paradigm completely, right? So from that, like what Anku said, the monolith CPUs and GPUs, etc. So all this, they are going to be there. I mean, of course, the analog chips are also going to be there. But we are moving more towards application-specific integrated circuits, which will ride on, huge amount of data. And we are currently in the process of the move for Atmanirbhar Bharat. We are currently in the move for how do we build the SoCs for these specific ICs, which don't have to be big heavy hitters and big this thing. So the idea is to create about maybe 1,000 product design companies in semiconductors. Anku is looking very worried. Now, then there'll be a filtration and something will come out. You see, we have a wrong impression. China, for example, which I'm going to spend the next 2-3 minutes on, has built about 3,000 plus semiconductor product design companies. And we feel that China has strength only in hardware, low quality hardware. In AI, China is way ahead of every other country in the world. And now, how do we see that in the geopolitical scenario? Because I'm going to read out a whole list of digital cyber companies in China, which some of you may not have heard of. For example, Twitter doesn't exist in China. Google, the conventional Google doesn't exist in China. So they have their own companies, which are very large, very, very big digital companies with millions of subscribers and high value. So they have kind of colonized themselves in a manner that they have deep vertical and horizontal development. I hope you are getting the point that what I'm trying to make, that how the hell are we going to compete with China?
He's the manufacturing guy.
How the hell are we going to compete with China with this structure which is there from the semiconductor point of view, and with our data not focused, because we don't have companies which generate large data. We have public goods which are excellent public goods, digital public goods like Aadhaar, which are able to do that. But are we in a position to use that in a manner where, you know, AI is progressed? So our orchestra of the country is not in synchronization as far as digitization is concerned, and that is going to impact something like AI. What we should not be fascinated about is that there is a chat GPT. I think we should be fascinated when some of our companies are able to create that, and we enable the nation and the digital industry in a way that these can be created.
No, absolutely. And I think we need more of Atmanirbhar Bharat, and we need more of our companies. And to be honest, a lot of the guys building these technologies are Indians. Maybe they're based out in the Silicon Valley, and many of the, much of the R&D is also being carried out in India. For example, General Motors may have quit India, but they have a very strong R&D base in India. Mercedes-Benz, the big part of the R&D is happening in India, and there are so many companies which are doing that. So I think we have the talent.
I like to correct that also, Pankaj. I think we make a statement that 20% of semiconductor design engineers are in India. Well, yes and no, because which are the products coming out of India? You see, it's one to have 1,000 people, outsource some work to them, and keep the product to yourself. Yeah. But the real value, of course, there is value in this also. But let's not say that we are doing design for General Motors. We are not really doing design for General Motors. We are not building products.
So, Pankaj, I think that is something that has begun to change now, because if you see in the last few years, we have had so many unicorns doing a lot of good work and creating product companies. It's not just not a service company, right? We have had many instances where such product companies have been made here. But of course, there's a long way to go. I totally agree that it's a good starting point. But
we are good in chatting now. We have to add GPT to it, and Indians will do that. But continuing with the fear mongering or whatever, the genuine fear mongering, Rakshit, do you think that this, so much of data is going to go out and is going out now, and with these kind of, when we talk about the bias of the algo, it has the potential to create havoc. Do you think that we should be worried?
As of now, as per my update, very soon we'll be tabled with the data security bill, which is going to be passed out. There's a lot of work happening on even the digital law, which we are working on, the current IT Act, and that has been taken with the future perspective. So I think for data, yes, data breach has become a concern for us in a country like India, where we have such a big digital revolution happening in terms of financial transactions and otherwise also. But the concern with AI, I think the same data, if we look at the positive point of it, and especially with my experience with the LEAs and law enforcement, we are looking AI as a tool for using it for cybersecurity, for countering the threats with the huge amount of data which is already available in terms whether it is the ransomware attacks or sophisticated cyber attacks. We can use the same AI tools for protecting us in cybersecurity. Similarly, in crime predictive analysis, this is another area where we are working on, and with the CCTNS which has been developed across the country, and now government is also integrating it with the National Cybercrime Reporting Portal, where we are getting so many complaints. And that is where, if you must have heard recently, we have launched the hackathon by Government of India, in which we are bringing in these ideas. So I think we will be very soon be a model for this, where AI would be used to counteract the threats, so to mitigate the threats what we are facing in the cyberspace.
Yeah. And Ritesh, if I come to you again, when you're making your pitch now, because you're the director for sales and marketing for Norton, and when you're making your pitch to your potential clients, regenerative AI and this and that, these kind of words, do they come into your pitch notes, or does it still go by the very traditional methods of just simple cyber security?
So, look, consumers are my first customers. Unfortunately, the digital divide is very big in our country. So what happens is that they are still stuck in an era where they are talking about an antivirus for a Windows PC. So unfortunately, that's where we are. So while we may have moved on to different platforms, talking of ChatGPT now, but when it comes to cyber security, like Rakshit was saying, and I'm sure he can correlate because he sees this every day from a law enforcement perspective, privacy is a big issue. How we happily give away access to our data on our own, without thinking and taking a second extra on what those apps are, where are they originating from, where is my data going to go. So those are the real concerns. From our perspective, the technology exists. We've got tools like privacy monitoring tools, we have got anti-trackers. But yes, the digital divide is not allowing us to get ahead of the curve here. And unfortunately, the cyber criminals get ahead. And that's where those compromises happen.
I think cyber criminals, and also the pace of innovation is so fast that, to keep pace with that also, you have to know what they're planning.
Absolutely. And look, we have moved, and Rakshit and I were talking a little while earlier, the landscape has changed. I mean, today, the things that we are doing in this country now, maybe about 25-30% of those things did not even exist 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, look at your food delivery apps, your automobile, your transportation has changed, how you consume entertainment has changed. All of this did not exist 4 or 5 years ago. The digitization of monetary transactions.
Absolutely.
6 years ago, it wasn't there. It's not a long time. I mean, we were talking about being veterans in this industry. We used to say that technology changes about every 15 years. But that has come down drastically. We are talking
I think there are no veterans in this field now.
It's actually technology keeping us young.
Yes, absolutely.
Because we got to be staying ahead of this as well. But yes, coming back to the point, we got to take ownership of this whole thing individually ourselves.
Yeah.
And then build from there.
Right. And Anku, coming to what Pankaj was saying, you are a global company, and Pankaj says that a lot of your core R&D work should come to markets like India. And India you see as a very future promising market. From MediaTek's perspective, how much do you think that, a lot of your R&D inputs, or maybe some bit of your core R&D, does it already go from India, or do you intend to, make India an integral part of such kind of initiatives and efforts? Because Indians generally are seen as very strong when it comes to software and cyber, anything related to cyber and software.
So yeah, we do have large R&D centers in India, in Noida and Bangalore, and we are doing the core R&D from here as part of the global extension. So of course our HQ is in Taiwan. And we have the global R&D that we do here is extension of what is being done there. So we, the ownership is owned by the people here, for whatever module that is. It's not a kind of a service mode or a backup mode. So they are doing some key core tasks from here.
How big is your team out here?
So we have about, in India, we have about 800 engineers.
Oh.
Yeah. So in Noida and Bangalore.
Fairly decent sized team.
That's right, yeah. And I think given the talent pool that we have in India, it is going to grow further in the coming years.
Yeah.
That's the plan from our headquarters. But yeah, of course, I agree with Pankaj. It's still, a Taiwan-based company. It's not an Indian company, right? So
Right.
I agree with him that, we have to also create some homegrown companies like that, right? That's definitely will be music to everyone's ears. Yeah, but I think from MediaTek's point of view, definitely we think that we are doing a very, very key task from here, both for hardware design and software design.
Oh, fantastic. That's good to
Yeah.
know. And Pankaj, I'll ask you a question which actually ChatGPT has written, and I think it knew what you're going to say. So it has asked that what role do you see for governments, industry, and civil society in shaping the development and use of AI? Since you actually take the voice of the industry to the government, are there any specific views? Do you think that, as the technology is evolving and moving so fast, there are certain things that the government should keep in mind when they are making new laws? Because it is a process. Once it's done, then amendments take so much of time. So what would your suggestion be?
No, you see, this is the fight of civilizations and nations. It is 10,000 years back, we have the agriculture revolution, and then we had the industrial revolution. This is the digital revolution which is going on. And now we are at the cutting edge of the digital revolution. So our advice to government has been that we have to look at the whole picture
Yeah.
and not get titillated by this, that we are doing 200 billion of so-called software export, etc. The India can only become a major digital economy. It cannot become a sectoral economy.
Yeah.
We have to become not only a major digital economy, but a major economy, which is the economy next to China. So India has to fire on all cylinders.
Yes.
Otherwise, our engine is not going to move, right? So, whatever are the missing links, for example, semiconductors are a big missing link for India.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now, that has to be put in place.
Very surprising. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not surprising. After all, our economy is of a particular size in terms of global GDP. So, we have to fix that. And the narrative which we are building with the government is that wherever the gaps are, right, we study global GVCs, ensure that they are here. It's not that this is a sort of parochial nationalist kind of pitch only. I think the most nationalist thing would be that companies like MediaTek, Apple, all these companies set up large manufacturing and research bases in India for the whole world.
Right.
I think that's where the skills are coming in. That's good. But we have to build our own pieces at the same time. And I'll give you some interesting used cases from like security point of view. For example, there is a ASIC, which is a application processor, which, if there are 100,000 chicken in a poultry farm, you can identify which one is going to fall sick. Right? So that is because of enormous amount of data processing. So similarly, if there is a mob or a crowd, you can actually find out that this one is the one which is going to create the trouble. Oh yeah, I was not pointing
Priyanka.
to you. So you can actually find that out. And that's not with the temperature of the person, it's with the behavior. When you visit China, you'll see that in the trains, nobody will misbehave, Nobody will write anything in the train. If you had traveled in China 30 years back, it was a mess. The trains would have people writing on it, in the toilets, etc. And where there's a yellow line, people will stop 3 inches before the yellow line. There's not a single person who's go beyond that. That's all happening because of digitization and what is happening. So these use cases are becoming very interesting, and it will have a tremendous positive impact on the economy and the society and the nation in every which way.
Absolutely.
And
Fingers
let's
crossed.
not worry about cyber criminals. We have people like you who can, go ahead of them, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Fingers crossed. And now let's move ahead to what we are here to celebrate, the coolest, desirable, and most trusted brands. And before that, just one last comment from you guys. Just one word. Do you see it as a threat or an opportunity? Starting from Yanku. Just one word. Threat or opportunity?
I think it's an opportunity.
What about you?
If built properly, I think one of the biggest opportunities ever in history of mankind.
Great.
It's an opportunity, clearly.
Okay. And Rakshit?
So we have always been reactive. So as of now, opportunity. But then after that, we'll see. So proactive has never been proactive. So in cybersecurity also.
70% opportunity, 30%
So yes, I
threat.
would say as of now it's an opportunity. But then yes, we'll have to mitigate the threats as and when it comes. We'll have to
Right.
fight them.
Right,
And that's
right.
been happening. It's been a part of the so when even the basic business accounting software came, then also we were facing that. We were fighting with that. And today when we are seeing the advanced malwares on our devices and they are stealing our data, we are fighting that. So that is how it works. So yes,
No,
as an
absolutely.
opportunity, yeah.
We need more such discussions to find that out.
Right.
But thank you very much for joining us here. And I will call back Kubra, and I hope she should get more Valentine letters than find out ways to write them. But thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you so very much for that insightful conversation. Could we have another loud round of applause? Thank you so much. I love how, as human beings, we always start with the ideas like, अब ये नई technology आई है, अब हम सब बर्बाद हो जाएंगे. मगर ये तो हमारी मदद कर रहा है. Hi, how are you? I'm happy to be here. Happier to be here. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your time. Could we have another loud round of applause for all these wonderful gentlemen who took out their time to share their insights about AI? Because I know that each one of us is going to take something back home. Because at the end of the day, we're all using this technology, right? And I told you, I tried and I failed. But next time I try, I'll fail better. That's the idea. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to once again thank our sponsors, Airtel 5G Plus, AMD Ryzen, Norton, Crucial by Micron, Live Pure Smart, One Assist, Techno, and Vox for supporting us. And now it's time for the much-awaited award nominations to begin. I know that you are super excited to find out if your favorite brand's name is on the list. You know what? This is not even a joke. I actually heard some of you betting on your favorite brands, like while I was rehearsing, and that is so cool because you know how personally involved we get when it's about the stuff that you use? I love it because every gadget we use today is indeed so very personal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we as Indians, we are smart and so are our gadgets. Being the hub of technology and leading innovations, our country is the breeding ground for technology artists. That being said, it wasn't a cakewalk to select the best amongst the best. So, this is a special mention to all our judges. Could we have a huge round of applause for our judges, please? At this point, I take the honor and, of course, this stage to introduce you to our jury who went through the tedious process of analyzing the nomination and selecting our winners. Ladies and gentlemen, our jury members for tonight are Mr. Prabhu Ram, Head Devices and Ecosystem Cyber Media Research. Mr. Abhijit Ray, CTO, Digibox. Mrs. Sameer Seth, Director Marketing, India, Dolby Laboratories. Mr. Atul Tripathi, ex-Big Data Consultant, NSCS to the PMO. And Ms. Manisha Singh, Technology Editor, Times of India. And another loud round of applause for all our jury members that we just mentioned. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time when we all take a deep breath. So inhale, everyone. Hey, see, I need to hear you inhale. Can you inhale, please? Exhale. Bravo. Now, I have a question to ask you, right? Like, if you were walking up to win an award on this prestigious stage tonight, how would you like to be welcomed, right? A loud round of applause, some whistles, some hooting, some mad cheer, excitement, you know what I mean? So just for one split second, all right, imagine it's you walking up on this stage to collect your award. How would you like to be cheered on the stage as you walk up? Give me a sample, please. How about we go like a little woohoo? Woohoo! Come on, you can do better. Especially the backbenchers, I know you can. Arre! you were the one on the phone, na? And you were the one who whistled, na? Best friend. Best friend. I'll give you selfie. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember that this award is going to be as exciting as you want it to be. So please make sure that you applaud, you cheer, you whistle, you engage, and you entertain yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, the first category of awards tonight, the best affordable smartwatch of the year. Can we take a look on this screen at our nominees? If you use the brands, please put your hands together for them. Ladies and gentlemen, to present the award to our first winner tonight, may I have the honor of inviting on stage Mr. Dilip Cherian, co-founder and consulting partner, Perfect Relations, and Mr. Abhishek Sharma, Chief Product and Marketing Officer, One Assist, one of our partners for the event. A very, very warm welcome to you, gentlemen. Nice to meet you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, every award category that we have tonight is split between two winners. One is the jury award and the other is the popular award. So, the jury's choice award for this category, goes to Realme Watch 3 Pro. May we please have the brand representative to join us to receive this award. And can we have another loud round of applause, everyone? Congratulations. Smile everyone, yaar. इतना क्या serious? अबे award जीता है यार. Sir, may I request you all to remain on stage? Gentlemen, please remain on stage. Yes. I forbid you to leave the stage until I ask you. Please, may I request you to remain on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the Popular Choice Award in this very category is being presented to Noise ColorFit Ultra Buzz. Congratulations. Congratulations. Could we have another loud round of applause? Yes. Remember, the louder you clap, the more you will be seen on video. This is a televised show. You will be on TV. Yay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the next category of award, the Best Affordable Tablet of the Year. May we take a look at the nominations, please. Have a round of applause for our nominees, please. And ladies and gentlemen, keep the applause going as we invite on stage our presenters, Mr. Sanjeev Sahai, former Secretary Minister of Power, Government of India, and Mr. Vishnu Sudarshan, partner, JSA Law Firm. A very, very warm welcome to you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jury's Choice Award for this category goes to Realme Pad X. May we have someone from the Realme team to join us? Welcome! This is your second award for the night already. Yeah! Heartiest congratulations to you and thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, the Popular Choice Award in this category goes to Nokia T10. Welcome! आपको तो पता था आप पहले रूम में बैठे. Congratulations. gentlemen, thank you so much. Our next category of the awards, ladies and gentlemen, Best Gaming Laptop of the Year. Let's take a look at our nominations. I think I have an idea as to who the winners are. I don't know. Do you have guesses? Because I have a feeling, a pretty sure feeling as to who might be the winners. And ladies and gentlemen, to present the awards, may I please request the presence of Mr. Gaurav Gupta, Chief Commercial Officer, MG Motors, to join us on stage, please. A very warm welcome to you, Mr. Gupta. And ladies and gentlemen, the Jury's Choice Award in this category goes to Dell Alienware M15R7. Very warm welcome to you, sir. And guess what? My guess was correct. I did not tell that it was Dell, but I knew it was Dell. Congratulations, big smiles. You know, their smiles are directly proportionate to your applause. So please go ahead. Sir, Mr. Gupta, I need you back on stage, please. And ladies and gentlemen, in this very category, we have a popular choice, and the winner in this is HP Victus 15. Heartiest congratulations to you, gentlemen. Thank you so much, and congratulations to our winners so far. Our next category of awards, Best Affordable Smartphone of the Year. And the nominations are right here. Ladies and gentlemen, to present this segment of awards, I would like to invite definitely a veteran, but more importantly, a very dear friend on this stage. Please put your hands together as we invite on stage Mr. Sanjeev Handa, Vice President and Head of Marketing, Maruti Suzuki India Limited. So I'm taking this moment to ask you a couple of questions, if that's okay. My question to you is, most people don't look at automobiles as technology, but honestly, self-drive technology is quite the thing, right? So where do you see technology integrating with automobiles and taking this country and just the world to the next level that we aren't seeing right now?
Well, I think the sky is the limit.
So we're going to fly our cars now.
I just said the sky is the limit. But technology is really, really catching up on cars. We're seeing a lot of integration happening both in terms of entertainment inside the car.
Right.
Using features inside the car. Self-drive is one of them. ADAS is there for safety. A lot of features are coming up.
So
there's
when
going
you
to be a lot of excitement in this sector.
So how do you build to the sky is the limit? मतलब एक बड़ी छलांग होती है या छोटे-छोटे कदम होते हैं?
It's always small steps.
Small steps to the sky. Thank you so much. Could we have
You're
a huge
welcome.
round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Handa. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jury's Choice Award for this category goes to Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus. May we have a team representative of Redmi to kindly come on stage and collect the phone. Thank you. Collect the award. Thank you so much. Congratulations. थोड़ी तालियां बजाए ही लो, मतलब give and take. You give applause, he takes award. And ladies and gentlemen, the Popular Choice Award in this category goes to OnePlus Nord CE 2 Lite 5G. Congratulations, sir. How many OnePlus users do we have in this room? What? And how many Redmi users do we have in this phone? In this room? There you go. Okay. And thank you so very much, sir. Thank you. Our next category of awards is the Best Mid-Range Smartphone of the Year, and the nominations are... Ladies and gentlemen, to present the awards in this category, I have the honor of inviting on stage Ms. Sonal Mansingh, Rajya Sabha MP and classical dancer, and Mr. Piyush Munjal, Manager, Commercial Channel India and Star Micron. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am, and a very warm welcome to you, sir. In this category, ladies and gentlemen, the jury and the people both agree on one brand, and the winner is... Any guesses? Any guesses? Don't be shy, it's okay. You may at the very most lose a bet. But, ladies and gentlemen, the common consensus for the winner is the Samsung Galaxy M53 5G. You all knew it, you just didn't say it. Could we have Team Samsung on stage to collect the award, please? Hey everyone, let's see you have a big smile. कल इंस्टाग्राम का पोस्ट बनेगा, मैं बता रही हूँ अभी से, फेसबुक पे भी लगेगा और लिंक्डइन पे भी लगेगा. And ladies and gentlemen, on this very stage, it's such a joy to mention that there is one more brand in the nominations which deserves a special mention in this segment, and Gadgets Now honors them with a special recognition in this category. So with a huge round of applause, please welcome IQ Z6 Pro. We have the team to come and collect this award. Congratulations, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask you, what is it about technology that literally makes you wake up every morning? Like, I am not even kidding you. I think it would be hard for me to wake up if I didn't have my alarm to begin with, right? It would be hard for me to like conjure my day and to like make my mind like, I don't know, set or reset without watching my Instagram reels. I don't know what it is for you guys, but what is it about technology that keeps your life ticking? Anybody? The mobile, I understand, but what about the technology? How does it enhance your life? And why do you think it only gets better?
Technology, like, you know, the time you open your eyes, today, tech starts,
Right?
practically.
Yeah.
So, wake up, first thing you do is, okay, let me check my mails. And that sets the tone for the day.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, how does it make you feel better? Like, how does technology make you feel better?
Well, you know, more than feeling better, these days, if tech is not there, it's an anxiety moment.
Thank you for sharing. Well, I would have to agree. And if so, if you are saying this, then dare we raise a finger at the younger generation today. All right, there you are. Tell me, you are younger generation. Please speak for them.
Yeah, for me, technology is making our life simpler. Yes. बहुत ज़्यादा complications है. If we have to, everything. If you have to write any speech manually, then it will take lots of time. But we have Google, we have ChatGPT to take research, and we can write it very similar and similar way. That's why you need to try again.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a fantastic answer. You need to try again. As I said, I've been failing at things, but the next time I fail, I'll fail better. Could we have a huge round of applause to both these gentlemen? Thank you so much for sharing your views. And now we move into the next award. While we are celebrating gadgets, here's one brand which is trying to make our living not just better, but also cleaner. And that is none other than Dyson. Dyson, with its cutting-edge devices, has been changing the way India lives. And to honor that, may I please have the presence of Mr. Suneet Tandon, Director of the India Habitat Center, President of Delhi Music Society, and theatre actor, to present a very special recognition for our intelligent clean air technology. And ladies and gentlemen, may we invite on stage Mr. Ankit Jain, Managing Director of Dyson, to join us. By the way, Dyson, thank you so much for the air purifier, for the intelligent clean vacuum cleaner. I am a very proud cat owner, and I promise to God my life would be terrible without a Dyson. So could we have a huge round of applause? Thank you so much for creating this. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very, very much. Our next category of awards is the Best Affordable TWS Earbuds of the Century, of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, to present this award, may we please have Mr. Abhishek Verma, Arjun Awardee in Archery, and Mr. Gagan Maini, co-founder, One Assist, one of the partners of our event. On stage, please. A very warm welcome to you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jury Choice Award for this category goes to Oppo Enco X2. Heartiest congratulations to you. Thank you, gentlemen, and congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, the Popular Choice Award in this category goes to Jabra Elite 4 Active. Am I saying it correctly? Is it Jabra? Is it Elite? Or is it Elite? No, it's Elite, right? Yeah. Jabra Elite 4 Active. Heartiest congratulations to you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Our next category of awards, the Best Affordable Audio Device of the Year. Let's take a look at the nominations. To present this award, ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Mr. Rakshit Tandon, Cybersecurity Specialist, and Mr. Prabhu Ram, Head Industry Intelligence Group Cyber Media Research. May I have you gentlemen on stage again, please. The Jury's Choice Award in this category goes to Xiaomi Smart Speaker with IR. A very warm welcome to you. And congratulations. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, the Popular Choice Award in this category goes to Sony XG300. How are you? Thank you and congratulations. Thank you so much and congratulations, gentlemen. Thank you. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, our next category is the Best Affordable Camera Phone of the Year. Let's take a look at our nominations. To present this award, we have with us Mr. Rakesh Malhotra, Chairman, Scintillating Sciences Private Limited. Sir, you will have to come here and whisper this company's name in my ear so I get it right again. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Is it Scintillating? It's symbiotic. Okay, then this is a spelling mistake. I was like, symbiotic sounds fine. Scintillating doesn't sound right. Can we just go back, Kabir? Yeah, thank you. To present this award, we have with us Mr. Rakesh Malhotra, Chairman, Scintillating Sciences Private Limited. Thank you, sir, very much for joining us. For this award, again, ladies and gentlemen, there is a common winner between the jury and the popular choice. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Google Pixel C6A. And the winner is Google Pixel 6A. Heartiest congratulations to you. दोनों अवार्ड अलग अलग नहीं पकड़ने. अरे दो. आपने तो दो अवार्ड जीते हैं. मतलब क्राइम मास्टर गो खानदानी चोर हूँ, कुछ तो लेके जाऊंगा. मैं तो दो अवार्ड लेके जा रहा हूँ. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The next category of award, ladies and gentlemen, is the Best Premium TV of the Year. Let's take a look at the nominations. Gentlemen, to present the award, may I please invite on stage Mr. Anku Jain, Managing Director, Media Tech. A very warm welcome to you, sir. यार थोड़ी तालियां हो ही जाए यार. The Jury Choice Award for this category goes to Sony. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner in this category is Sony 55X90K. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. The Popular Choice Award in this category goes to Samsung QN95D. Sir, thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we deep dive into our next set of awards, I'd like to invite you into a few moments of laughter. Yes, you can be absolutely carefree. Do not think too much about your dentures because they're absolutely okay if they fall off. I know this guy who's coming up on stage is going to make you laugh. Now, there's one thing that's common between him, you, and me, and that is technology. I know. I haven't set a very premium example of knowing technology this day, but Anshu and I are actually ex-Microsoft employees, which I think is the reason why we can not only laugh at ourselves, but we can make you laugh a little bit. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our next performing artist, who is a renowned artist who gave up his 18 years, a stable corporate career to enter the world of stand-up comedy. He is the founder and CEO of Talking Mime, and he's here today to entertain us with his funny stories. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our very cool artist and my very dear friend, Anshu Moore.
You can do better, yaar. ऐसे थोड़ा सा. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys? Why is everybody so quiet? Come on, I understand corporate life and all, but ठीक है. No? As Kubra was saying, I spent about 18 years in corporate life. My last job was as the head of Xbox business at Microsoft. Yeah, I know, I used to sit in these gadget awards and I would take awards and I would feel very happy. Then in 2016, I went and saw this movie called Tamasha. How many of you have seen Tamasha? Raise your hands. See, intelligent people, all of you. You saw this movie about following passion and all those things, and then you were like, nahi, mera EMI bhi hai, main naukri karega. I got inspired. True story, okay? I saw Tamasha on a Sunday evening, 2016, okay? On a Monday morning, I went to Microsoft office and resigned. That day when I got up now, Monday morning, I told my wife, I was like, yeah, I'm also feeling like I need to do something. I need to follow my passion. She was like, what? Artificial intelligence? I was like, nahi, stand-up comedy. Thak, gir gayi wo. I'll tell you my story, okay? True story. No exaggeration. True story. Sunday night, I saw Tamasha. Monday morning, I was so inspired by Ranbir Kapoor. I was like, I have to resign. So I reached the Microsoft office at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, normally I would reach there by 9:30, 10. But you guys know, right? When you're resigning that day, mood hi alag hota hai. So I reached there at 8 o'clock in the morning. The first thing that I did when I reached office was I opened my laptop and I typed in my resignation email. Now, raise your hands if you've ever resigned anywhere. Right? Raise your hands. Pretty much everyone, right? Pretty much everyone, right? And you guys know, right? If you've resigned, you know, when you type your resignation email, you don't send it out immediately. Yeah, तुम थोड़ा pause देते हो, तुम थोड़ा सोच के आते हो, नहीं, I'll move around the office, I'll miss my colleagues, I'll miss my coffee machine, whatever your reason is. But I was inspired, super inspired by Ranbir Kapoor. I was like, no, I have to send it just now. So I looked at my resignation email one last time and I pressed the send button. Now I'll be honest with you, okay? The moment I pressed the send button on my resignation email, I thought Microsoft would shut down with immediate effect. मेरे को लगा some background music will start playing, people will start running helter skelter, Anshu has resigned. ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ. In fact, I still remember, when I sent my resignation email, just then I got an email from a colleague of mine saying urgent response required. I was like, अब नहीं देता मैं चला, see you. And होता है ना, like when you resign, like you guys know, right? You are all experienced people out there. होता है ना, when you resign, एक बार तो अंदर deep inside, एक corner of your heart, एक हल्की सी feeling आती है ना, that negotiations हो. Like let's admit it, यार, असली औकात कंपनी में तभी पता लगती है when you resign. You know, all these performance appraisals are a sham. You know it. Some senior leaders are sitting, उनको भी पता है. तुम कुछ भी कर लो as a sales guy, you will be like sitting in your annual appraisal meeting with your boss. You'll be like, boss, I did 140% target. He'll find a reason. You'll be like, yeah, very good. You did 140. Very good, buddy. But now this year, cross-group collaboration was missing. तो इस साल कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. तो असली औकात कंपनी में तभी पता लगती है when you resign. I had resigned. I was waiting for my boss to respond. My boss called me up immediately. He was like, Anshu, let's meet. I was like, आजा. Like, आजा, आज मैं दिखाता हूं तुझे कौन boss है. वो होता है ना जोश resignation वाला. So I entered the conference room. My boss was sitting there, serious look on his face. The first thing he said to me, Anshu, I am shocked you are leaving. I had spent 11 years at Microsoft. Okay, he was like, I am shocked you are leaving. I was like, boss, आपने वो movie देखी है राज? कहता है वो बिपाशा बासु. ऐसा नहीं, उसको छोड़ो. उसमें एक रामू काका थे जो हवेली के चौकीदार थे. उनको पता था हवेली में भूत है, वो फिर भी हवेली में चौकीदारी करते थे. आपको लगा मैं रामू काका हूं? यहीं पड़ा रहूंगा? He was like, no, Anshu, no, we had big plans for you. I was like, दिखे तो नहीं? मैं full जोश में था. I was like, Ash, today he will beg and plead. At one point he asked me, he says, so Anshu, what are you planning to do? So I told him, I said, I'm starting things on my own. He was like, Arey, wow, I love people who start things on their own. Please go. I'm like, what? Negotiation कहता नहीं, तू जा. And you know what is the worst thing that can happen to you in a resignation discussion with your boss? Your boss turning around and saying, यार कोई opportunity होगी ना तो मुझे भी बताइए. ये कम वक्त लेता था मेरा Monday morning को review. It was good fun, yeah, it was good fun. I enjoyed the entire resignation process. I used to work in the Gurgaon office, Microsoft Gurgaon office. And when everybody got to know in the Gurgaon office that I have resigned, every single employee of the Gurgaon office walked up to me and said the same thing. यार हम भी सोच रहे हैं छोड़ दे. You know, so many people said that to me. Now I wanted to send a mail to Satya Nadella, saying at least Gurgaon office तो बंद कर दे, ये तो जा रहे हैं सारे के सारे यहाँ से. But then somebody told me that if you have to become an artist, na, you have to sit in a coffee shop with a laptop. Okay, तो मैं जाके ऐसे coffee shop में जाके बैठ के laptop खोल के बैठ गया. I had no idea about art or stand-up comedy or whatever. I was just sitting there. And initially, na, like first couple of months, I used to actually miss corporate life. I like the way you're nodding. Ha, hame pata. No, not the salary part. I generally used to like not everything about corporate life. I'll be honest, not everything about corporate life, but I used to miss a few things. Like initially, I used to miss that international travel thing. Because when you start off as a comedian, you don't get to do international travel. And so I used to do international travel. And I mean company-paid international travel. Not personal. तुम्हें difference मालूम है ना? है ना? Personal international travel में तुम airport पे कुछ नहीं खाते हो. है ना? I know. Company paid में तो पहले coffee पियेंगे, फिर breakfast खाएंगे, फिर coffee पियेंगे, ठीक है? So I used to miss that, yeah. And I used to miss those moments when गलती से you would get upgraded to business class. Na? Has it happened to anyone? Some of you have that look on your face, हम travel ही business करते हैं. But has it happened when you have been upgraded ऐसे गलती से to business class? I used to really miss that, yeah. I still remember the first time in my corporate life, okay, many years ago, when I was traveling, now I got upgraded to business class. And I was going into that special boarding line of business class folks, and I was looking around, looking at these guys, regular business class travel, and they were all talking intelligent things. Like I said, global economy, oil prices, पता नहीं क्या-क्या बातें कर रहे थे. Not me. I was just standing there looking at the economy line, waiting for eye contact. Just one guy looked at me, and I was like, "Hey, गरीब आदमी." So I used to miss that, yeah. The other thing that I used to miss was when all these guys now from the Seattle office, right, in the US office, would come to Gurgaon. It used to be so amazing here. Like all these guys would come from Seattle to Gurgaon, and suddenly Gurgaon employees ka accent aa jata tha. You know, I can understand if you go for a vacation, right? You paid money, you go for a vacation, you spent money. Some people come back with, you know, iPads, iPhones, whatever, right? You come back with an accent. ठीक है, तुमने पैसे खर्च किए. I understand. But यहाँ पे तो तुम यहीं बैठे हो. वो आए, तुम्हारा एक्सेंट कहां से आ गया? You know, those days ना ऐसे उस टाइम पे ना तो गुड़गांव एम्प्लॉइज ना उस दिन ना अपने घर से बाहर निकल के अपने ही ड्राइवर को बोल रहे थे, बाय अ गाड़ी लेके आना. तुझे क्या हो गया बे? So I used to miss that a lot, yeah. And there is one thing, I'll be honest, it's been 7 years since I've been doing comedy. There's one thing that I still miss about corporate life. Genuinely miss about corporate life. And those used to be email fights. कितना मजा आता था यार. You know, तुम ऑफिस में बैठे हो ऐसे, you will send an email to a colleague, that colleague would respond, slight disagreement, then you would use your fancy, polite, politically correct corporate language, and then disagree, then he would do the same, you'll continue doing it like for half a day, then suddenly he would CC the boss. And then all hell breaks loose. Because then you have to win the argument. So he's typing, you are typing, he's typing, you are typing. And वो ना सबको CC करे जा रहा है. Boss, boss की बीवी, boss के बच्चे, boss के मामा जी, boss के चाचा, सबको CC करे जा रहा है. And there used to be always this point in that email fight, na, when you deep inside knew that you have lost the argument. And then you would send that final email from your side. Let's take this offline. मैं सुबह से क्या कर रहा था फिर? Good fun, yeah. Corporate life is good fun. I have a 21-year-old son. How many of you are having that kind of an experience? Old kids. Don't judge me and all. You have that look on your face. Arey, Buddha Admi. You should have that look, yeah. My son went to college in 2019. So we stay in Gurgaon. So he went to Mumbai to study in 2019. He was very happy. College life and all, freedom. He went in July 2019. Then March mein वापस आ गया. I was like, freedom, room mein baitha. But when he was leaving, so we only have one son, right? So everybody is getting very emotional because son leaving for the first time and all. So we all went to drop him at the airport. Okay, and airport mein sab log aise khade hue wahan pe, everybody is crying, like everybody was there. Obviously my wife was there, my parents were there, my in-laws were there, everybody, all relatives, and all of them were crying. All of them were crying because son leaving for the first time, right? I was also crying because ab बीवी से बात करनी पड़ेगी. इसीलिए बच्चा करते हैं ना कि बीवी से बात ना करनी पड़े. क्या? Why do you have any other reason you think that people have kids? Are you married, man? Oh, you're not even married. Go sit in the backyard. Young people. No, seriously, यार, मतलब इसीलिए नहीं करते बच्चे. Some people have shock on their face. नहीं, हमने प्यार के लिए किया था. बे पागल हो गया क्या? So when he left now, one of our friends came over for drinks and all. So he was sitting with us. He was like, अब तो बच्चा गया. Now you should rekindle romance. I was like, तेरा दिमाग खराब हुआ है. I'm at this age where I have forgotten how to say I love you emotionally. Who says I love you in a marriage? Anybody out here who says I love you in a marriage? Raise your hands if anybody says I love you to your spouse. See? I should also tell you this is getting recorded. And there is one camera facing you. And this will come on TV. You want to redo the thing? Anybody who says I love you to their spouse? No? Nobody, no? They're good people. You say I love you, sir? How long have you been married? 15 years and you're still saying I love you? Basically what you're saying is तुम्हारा extramarital affair चल रहा है. There is no other reason why you would say I love you to your wife except that, yaar. And you want to tell your name and all, camera ऐसे point करके उसे. इसका phone check करना, इसका 100% चल रहा है extramarital affair. 15 साल के बाद भी you're saying it. Amazing, yaar. Facebook and Instagram is for public. Personal में कौन बोलता है I love you, yaar? People who have been married long enough and are not having extramarital affairs, they only say I love you when they have messed up somewhere else. I love you is just a preamble to I am sorry. And that's all there is here. I swear, मेरी बीवी किसी दिन आ गई ना मेरे पास ये I love you ना, मैं पूरे घर में घूमूंगा क्या तोड़ा इसने. You're happily married, na sir? अच्छा, one question. Does she say I love you back? ये sometimes क्या चल रहा है यार तुम लोग? Good, nice, yeah. So as I was telling you, when I quit Microsoft now, I was sitting in that coffee shop. So initially now, I used to ask other comedians, I said, how do you write jokes? Right? So they would tell me, ऐसे अपने साथ ना एक notepad लेके चल, जहाँ पे भी thought आए लिख दे. So I used to do that. I would like ऐसे notepad, some thought आता था मैं लिख देता था, thought आता था मैं लिख देता. One day I looked at those thoughts, and I'm like, Microsoft वापस लेगा क्या? I'm doing random nonsensical thoughts. I'll read a few of those. Okay, these are not even jokes. These are just random thoughts that I've written somewhere. कहीं पे तो कुछ ऐसे I've written these thoughts. Okay, the first one says collective dumbness, Ratan Shukla. That's all. It's कोई यहाँ पे Ratan Shukla तो नहीं है ना? Okay, collective dumbness, Ratan Shukla. I'll tell you why I wrote this thing. Okay, collective dumbness, first of all, is when a group of people decide to behave dumb at the same time for no apparent reason. Okay, not this group of people, generally a group of people. Okay, so I wrote this. I was at an airport. Like हम लोग ना boarding area में खड़े थे. All of us were at the boarding area. We were waiting to board. There was a massive crowd out there. So भीड़ में ऐसा wait कर रहे थे ऐसे होगा. Suddenly there was a paging announcement made. Paging for Ratan Shukla. Ratan Shukla, please. Paging for Ratan Shukla. And all of us took out our boarding passes. Even I did. I was like, कहीं मैं रतन तो नहीं? That's when I wrote this down. Yeah. I'm also from Delhi. How many of you are from Delhi out here? People born and brought up in Delhi? How many of you are from Mumbai out here? Anybody from Mumbai? One lone person. Just तू अकेला ही है यहीं पे. तू आ हमसे बात कर. Have you realized this war between Delhi and Mumbai? Like also now, I personally like genuinely believe that Delhiites का ना impression फालतू में खराब है. Like we are such nice, gentle, kind, cultured people. अरे ऐसे होते यार people. I'm telling you, people don't understand us यार. And especially ये मुंबई वाले यार. इनका पता नहीं क्या. You know when I do a show in Mumbai, the first thing I say on stage is I am from Delhi. वो लोग कुत्तों की तरह हंसना शुरू कर देते हैं. Once I was doing a show, I said I am from Delhi. One girl in the audience goes, "Oh." I'm like, what? So I met her after the show. I was like, what was that awe for? She was like, you Delhiites, you guys only talk about money. I was like, no, that's not true. I have money, I don't talk about it. So she was like, then what do you guys talk about? I said, I talk about other things. She was like, okay, give me an example. So I said, okay, I can talk about my dog. She was like, okay, tell me something about your dog. So I was like, so every day now, when I come back in the evening now, my dog at that point now, Labrador, very cute, okay? That point now, he's playing in the playground, okay? That happiness on his face now, like his tongue comes out, his tail starts wagging. Every time he sees my high-end Mercedes coming in, now. And it is about his happiness. तभी लोग समझते नहीं हैं. मैं देखा. The other thing that I realized recently is, have you guys felt this? That, you know, आजकल हम like all of us have gone mad and all. Like generally ऐसे like too philosophical about things. How many of you are on LinkedIn? क्या चल रहा है LinkedIn पे? ये क्या है? What is this 5 leadership lessons to learn from 2 sixes of Virat Kohli? पागल हो गए हो क्या सब किस? Like everybody's become too philosophical. ना हर चीज में like even me here. Like I personally feel people these days have depression if they don't have depression. Everybody wants it. As for some reason, it's become a fad kind of a thing also. The other day, I was eating my breakfast at home. Okay, मैं आराम से बैठा हुआ था. मैं breakfast खा रहा था. I was eating a toast. Okay, the toast fell from my hand on the floor. I got philosophical. I'm looking at the toast. I'm like, what if this is a sign from God? My dog came, took the toast, and ran off here. And he was so happy because he got a full toast. Now he was running around the house. So he ran everywhere, like around the house. Now he ran to all the 4 bedrooms with attached balconies and the servant quarter and the study. And it is about his happiness. नहीं, तभी Delhiites का नाम खराब है यार. क्या करूँ मैं? Okay, last thing I'll tell you that I wrote. Okay, this is very weird. Okay, यहाँ पे कोई NRI है क्या? Any NRIs in the crowd? नहीं, अभी तो कोई हाथ नहीं खड़ा करेगा ना? Any human in the crowd? नहीं, वो भी नहीं, हम नहीं. हम नहीं कर रहे हाथ खड़ा. Okay, this I noticed, okay, and you should notice. If you see an NRI coming to India after a long time now, or for the first time, just notice, right, they develop some kind of a neck disease. Like गर्दन में ना कुछ हो जाता है उनके. Like notice the moment they land in India now, their neck goes like this. उनको ना कुछ पसंद नहीं आ रहा था यहाँ पे, सब ऐसे करते रहते हैं. Once I was in a flight from Mumbai to Delhi, so there was this NRI guy. तुम्हारी flight land हुई दिल्ली में, and the moment it landed, we all got up because DTC bus ना, है ना? That NRI guy was very flustered. He was like, oh my God, what is this nonsense? So I looked at him and he had that judgy look, you know, on his face. I was like, chal, theek hai, let it go. Then we entered the airport. I was at the baggage claim area. So I was just standing there waiting for my bags to come. Bags were coming from the right. I was just standing, waiting for my bags to come. This NRI guy came and stood on my left. And he was still looking at the Indian bags and doing this. So I looked at him and I was like, ये हमें क्या समझता है यार? Like, and I should speak to him. Okay, so the bags were coming from the right. This guy was standing on my left. I just looked at him and I was like, भाई साहब, ये कोई सा भी बैग उठा सकते हैं क्या? That look on his face was gold यार. पता है उसके बाद भी मैं हर एयरपोर्ट पे करता हूं. अब तो मुझे फर्क भी नहीं पड़ता NRI है कि नहीं है. I'm telling you, try this once. I know you are in corporate life. You have to maintain a certain decorum inside the office, outside the office. I understand all of these things. But एक बार एयरपोर्ट पे मरने से पहले try this. इतना मजा आता है ना. Every single time I have done this, now bags would be coming from the right, somebody would be standing on my left. The moment I say, भाई साहब, कोई सा भी bag उठा सकते हैं क्या? Immediately that person moves from my left to my right. All right, guys, thank you so much. You've been a wonderful audience. I'll be back in some time. Please welcome with a big round of applause, back on stage, Cobra Sage.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Anshu more. Yeah, come on, you were fine just like 3 seconds ago. You were laughing. You can keep the laughs. You can keep the applause. Well done. Wow, that was funny. But then that's his job. So, I mean, wow. He is funny, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to continue with the awards. My only request, keep the effervescence in the room alive. Ladies and gentlemen, time to present our next award, our next segment. I'd like to welcome on stage to present the award Mr. Sumit Gulati, Executive Editor, Times of India Online. A very warm welcome to you, sir. सर ऐसे आ रहे वहां से मतलब हीरो की तरह कोई ताली नहीं बजा रहा है कुछ नहीं क्या हो रहा है यार Ladies and gentlemen, this award is a special recognition for the innovative payment solution for the year. Please put your hands together as we invite on stage the winners. First cap by IDFC First Bank. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you so much. That is your special recognition plaque. Please keep doing the wonderful work that you're doing. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Our next category of awards, the Best Premium Audio Device of the Year. Let's take a look at the nominations. Ladies and gentlemen, to present the award, may I please invite on stage Mr. Sanjio Singh, Manager, SI and VAR Channel, India and SAARC Micron. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, again, 2 awards in this category, the jury's choice, and the jury choice goes to Sony HT-A9. Please, you're most welcome. Congratulations and thank you. Oh, and my awe was not because he has money or the award. It's because he said, oh, we're so happy. So can we all share the happiness? Thank you so much. Very nice hair. Really nice hair. Ladies and gentlemen, the Popular Choice Award in this category goes to Samsung Q990B. Congratulations, gentlemen. And congratulations, Samsung. And congratulations to all the supporters of Samsung. Thank you so much, sir. Today, all of us love to look at our devices, and there's one more brand which has fantastically worked on the design front. Ladies and gentlemen, to present a special recognition for best design, we have with us Ms. Vesna Jacob, author and yoga guru. May we have Ms. Vesna on stage, please? Hi. Could we have a loud round of applause for Vesna, please? Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the special mention goes to Techno Phantom X. Could we have Techno Phantom X? Congratulations. If the award is won, the job is done. Vesna. Our next category of awards is the Best Laptop of the Year. The nominations are present this award, ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Ms. Shibani Kashyap. Could we have Shibani? Oh, sexy ladies, wear black tonight. Award dene ke baad? Yeah, abhi. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Jury's Choice Award in this category goes to Apple MacBook Air M2. And ladies and gentlemen, the Popular Choice Award in this category goes to Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I am Crime Master Gogo. Shibani is here. मैं तो कुछ लेके ही जाएगा. And we all know how wonderful Shibani is as a singer. तो सजना गा भी जा.
Thanks, Kubra.
I love you, Ba.
Love you loads too. We go back a long way, right?
Yes.
The very first show in Mumbai.
Yes.
So with Sajna, there's a little gadget experience that I want to share with everyone since we're here for the Gadgets Awards. So for the very first time in India, you know, I introduced the usage of a vocal effects gadget called vocoder in this song Sajna Abhija, which I can't sing right now. I mean, I won't be able to sort of exhibit right now. Right now it'll be organic and raw.
Which
So-
we love. So please go ahead and
Here we
give
go.
us your best original score.
सजना आ भी जा सजना आ ही जा. Clap along everyone. नहीं लगता तेरे बिना दिल मेरा हाय नहीं लगता तेरे बिना दिल मेरा नहीं लगता तेरे बिना दिल मेरा हाय नहीं लगता तेरे बिना दिल मेरा सजना.
मुझसे मत गवाओ यार.
Thank you so
आप ही
much.
सब गा लो यार. Thank you so much. I'm going to request you to stay because we have one more award to give. Guys, while Shibani is here, thank you so much for, you know, sharing your two beautiful moments here with us. Thank you. I'm very grateful to you. And guys, I thank you so much for making our lives so much more simpler. Using your machines, we can truly work from anywhere, anytime that we want. And now here is a brand which surely deserves the special recognition in this category. And the special recognition goes to ASUS ExpertBook Flip P5. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shibani. That's it. Thank you. Could we have a huge round of applause for Shibani Kashyap, please? There are two very special Kashyaps in my life. One is Anurag, the other is Shibani. But these are the only two I know anyway. The next category of awards is the Best Camera Smartphone of the Year. Let's take a look at the nominations. I see you cheering already. You're like, Mera wala jeetega. Ladies and and gentlemen, to present this award, may I please invite on stage Mr. Kishore Bhargava, CEO, Link Axis Technologies, and Mr. Amir Raza Hussain, theatre actor and director on stage, please. Welcome, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, yet again we have the same brand that bags both the jury and the Popular Choice Award. Any guesses? Finally, ladies and gentlemen, the audience is woken up and I have to tell you, you are right. It is Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. गहरी नींद आने वाली है सर आज दो अवार्ड जीतने के बाद मतलब जूरी एंड पॉपुलर चॉइस थैंक यू जेंटलमैन Ladies and gentlemen, our next award category, the Best Affordable TV of the Year. Let's take a look at our nominations. Ladies and gentlemen, to present this award, I have the honor of inviting on stage Mr. Sandeep Marva, founder, Marva Studios, and founder-director, Asian Academy of Film and TV, and Mr. R.C. Jain, director of High Tech. Ladies and gentlemen, yet another winner who sweeps the jury and the Popular Choice Award, and there is no discrepancy. Do you have any idea as to who the winner is? Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is OnePlus TV Y. Y1S Pro. OnePlus TV Y1S Pro. A very, very hearty congratulations to you, sir. That's a good feeling, right? Carrying 2 awards like this. That's a pretty cool feeling. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, our next category of awards is the Best Premium Smartwatch of the Year. Let us take a look at who the nominees are. To present this award, may we please invite on stage Mr. Prabhu Ram, Head Industry Intelligence Group, Cyber Media, who is also one of our jury members, and Mr. Ritesh Chopra, Director Sales and Field Marketing, India and SAARC countries, Gen Digital, Norton, one of our partners. May I have the esteemed company of both the gentlemen on stage, please. Prabhu sir, hum akele kar le? Done. So ladies and gentlemen, the winner in this category is Apple Watch Ultra. Did I just see that? Did I just see that? You just went like, yes. That's the spirit we're talking about. And ladies and gentlemen, the Popular Choice Award in the category goes to Samsung Galaxy Watch 5. welcome back. Thank you so much and congratulations. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, our next category of awards is the Best Premium Tablet of the Year. Let us take a look at the nominations. To present this award, may I please invite on stage Mr. Atul Tripathi, ex-Big Data Consultant, NSCS to PMO, who is also one of our jury members. And to join him, may I please invite Mr. Mukesh Bajpai, Marketing Head, AMD India, who is also one of our partners and sponsors for tonight. A very warm welcome. Yes, please, yeah. Please. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jury's Choice Award for this category goes to Apple iPad Pro 2022. Thank you so much and congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, the Popular Choice category, the Popular Choice Award in this category goes to Samsung Galaxy S8 Ultra. Welcome again, Samsung. Thank you so much. Congratulations. The next category of awards is the Best Premium TWS of the Year. Let's take a look at the nominations. To present the winners, the award here tonight, please welcome on stage Mr. Vivek Bindra, founder and CEO, Bada Business, and a renowned motivational speaker. Sir, huge fan. And ladies and gentlemen, the Jury's Choice Award for this category goes to एक बार फिर से कर ही दीजिए आप Apple AirPods Pro 2nd generation. Congratulations to you. And ladies and gentlemen, the Popular Choice Award in this category goes to Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. Congratulations and thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the last award for tonight. It is an award that is being presented to the device that you wake up in the morning and you go to bed with. I think you all are going to like show me that and be like, yeah. Okay, are you all ready? Last final award. Can we have one collective loud round of applause before we announce our last category of awards, nominations and winners, both jury and popular? Come on, everybody. Loud round of applause. Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the nominations for the Best Smartphone of the Year. ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Mr. Pankaj Mohindru, Chairman, India Cellular and Electronics Association. A very, very good evening to you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, two winners in this category. The Jury's Choice Award in this category goes to Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. आप तो मतलब चेयर पे डांस होगा, मैं कह रही हूँ. इसको कहते हैं कहानी में ट्विस्ट, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन. क्लाइमैक्स आते आते सब बदल जाता है. प्लीज पुट योर हैंड्स टुगेदर फॉर द पॉपुलर चॉइस अवार्ड इन दिस कैटेगरी एज इट गोज टू Apple iPhone 14 Pro Max. Congratulations. Congratulations, sir, and thank you so much, Mr. Mohindru. Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, this is the conclusion of the event, but, we do have a few short videos from our partners AMD Ryzen and Hybrid AI. I request you to kindly take a look.
Hybrid is a global full-stack programmatic advertising ecosystem. Hybrid DSP, set of programmatic tools for any advertising objectives. Vox, AI vision platform, spearheading innovative and visual advertising formats. Hybe, in-house programmatic solution for mobile app developers. AI-powered, human-guided. What is InVisual advertising? InVisual is a technology for integrating an advertising message into images and videos on a page. Computer vision recognizes visual objects, artificial intelligence analyzes text content and places ads which are relevant for the user. There are two types of InVisual advertising. In-image is a technology which integrates an advertising message into a static image. The second one is InVideo, which adds an advertisement into the video. Computer vision is a machine learning technology that allows us to analyze visual content and recognize various objects in it. The algorithm is able not only to discern a person from an animal, but also to recognize human age and emotions. Advantages of InVisual advertising. Visual advertising has a 100% viewability rate, high CTR. The average value is 1%, high quality inventory. Our InVisual Vox project works only with the best publishers in each region. We can also create custom categories at the advertiser's request.
Thank you so much for staying back. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please request for a huge round of applause for all our winners tonight at the Times of India Gadgets Now Awards 2022, powered by Airtel 5G+. My name is Kubra Seth, ladies and gentlemen, and this definitely marks the end of a spectacular ceremony of the Times of India Gadgets Now Awards 2022. As the real game changers walk home today with their shining trophies, others get ready to win the battle in the next season. Till then, stay tuned, stay updated, and keep having fun. As we wrap up, I would like to thank our sponsors, Airtel 5G+, AMD Ryzen, Norton, Crucial by Micron, Live Pure Smart, One Assist, Techno, and Vox for supporting us. Thanks to all the brands for their enthusiastic participation and Team Times of India for presenting these awards. I would also like to thank the jury members for their amazing support and Team Art Connect for organizing this glorious event. Last but certainly not the least, I would like to thank you all for attending this show and being a part of this iconic moment. My name is Kubra Seth. I say thank you and say good night. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to request all our winners tonight to collect the trophy boxes on your way out. Take very good care of yourselves and be healthy, stay kind, and I love you all.